let's talk about how to give terracotta pots, no matter what condition, well, let me take that back, no matter what they look like on the outside, and give them a transformation. So I had this, and I decided to put red stripes on it. Don't ask me why. This was a couple years ago. It's not my biggest, I'm not a big fan of it anymore. I don't like it. So I'm going to give it a little transformation, and let me show you what I did. So here was this one, and it had blue dots all over it, and I covered it up, and now it looks like a beautiful aged pot. Let me show you this one. This one was a raw terracotta pot, had never been painted before. This one I did last year to put herbs in, and still looks great. It was outside all summer. It wasn't a cover, so it hasn't been exposed to the elements. But this is a chalk base paint. I would not think it's going to come off. So this is my favorite paint to use for Manicure Studio. Again, it's a chalky matte finish, so it's a chalk base paint. And this is my favorite thing to do to transform the terracotta pots, to give it that rustic look. You only need a couple items. One is a sea sponge, and then your paint on a paper plate. I usually use 3 different colors to make that look. Use whatever colors you'd like. You want more white. I didn't have true white, so I used, it's a more of an off-white, and then I have a dark gray and a medium gray. And again, I just put them on a plate, let them combine. Take my sponge. I love these sea sponges because of the odd shape to them. There's tons of little holes, so it helps fill in the whole thing and make it look random. So I just kind of dab it in there. Let me show you so you can see. It's going to cover up that red. And then sometimes if I want more dark, I dip it in the dark spot. Make sure I'm getting all the red covered. This red paint was an outdoor paint, so it is not designed to come off. Put in some more. And so that's why I knew I couldn't transform this pot without painting it again. So do this whole thing here, and then I'll show you kind of what I do at the end just to get it how I like it. Alright. Different spots I'll put it in the lighter color just to show it a little lighter in areas compared to the dark, and then I flip it around. Alright, there's rough done of it. And then, like I said, I'll put it in the dark, depending on where I want dark compared to light. Make sure all my red isn't showing through. And then a little bit of the white where it might have been a little too dark. Making sure I'm getting the rim too. And there you have it. It's going to be shiny until it dries. So there's the whole thing. And then that was all with this sea sponge. And then you'll have a beautiful, this was painted last night, and then this, so it's going to dry a little bit darker than that. And as you can see, it's got a matte finish. And there you go, a way to transform terracotta pots. If they've been painted or they're not a uniform color, this is a way to make them more uniform.